Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we are doing another book review today. So we are talking about this book, Everyday Witchcraft Making Time for Spirit in a Too Busy World by Deborah Blake. So this book is the kind of unofficial sequel to Goddesses in the Details. We talked about that one kind of recently, so if you want to check it out, it is on the channel. So this is definitely just a continuation of that book. Mostly what she's talking about is different ways to incorporate witchcraft into just the little things that you do. Similar to the other book, this is a very easy read. Her writing style isn't trying to be too academic, but again, also doesn't fall into that like podcast kind of style where it's a little too casual. She keeps it still informative. Couple jokes here and there, but for the most part just gets to the information. Deborah Blake definitely does have a more grounded approach towards doing magic and really tries to keep it very simple. This is a great resource if you've been practicing for a few years and you just find that kind of the everyday life kind of gets in the way. You're not really going to the altar a lot and you just want little things to incorporate magic into your life. She has a lot of examples. She has a lot of like 5-minute rituals and spells to do to just kind of incorporate it just a little bit into your everyday. Now there is a chapter in this book that I don't remember the exact title, but it was basically the Activism chapter. I'm not in the band camp that to be a witch requires you to be an activist. A lot of witches are, but not all of us need to be. I feel like all of us eventually, just as people in general, find a cause or two that's the thing you're going to focus on. For most witches, it's going to be environmental, because obviously, but occasionally we do tend to find other things. Some people get into women's rights, some people get into like trans and the LGBT rights, some go into more of like veganism. Everyone just kind of finds their thing that they're going to be passionate about. And in this you can definitely tell where she stands. She's really big on organic and buying local, which is fine. If that's the thing you want to do, that's cool, that's great. It does feel a wee bit preachy and a wee bit like you need to do this, you need to, which I don't love. But other than that, this book is pretty fantastic. I liked it. I would say that, again, if you are looking into this topic and you want an actual book to read on it, it's a great resource. And if you loved Goddesses in the Details, seriously, it's just like you just started on the next chapter of that book. She doesn't spend a lot of time explaining what is a witch and like Witchcraft 101 questions, which is nice. You don't get bogged down on the same explanations you're gonna find in a lot of books. Now she does list it as witchcraft, and a few of the reviews I've seen do mention the fact that she really is more Wicca based, which is true. There's quite a few of the witchcraft traditions that have a lot of similarities and a lot of the same things as Wicca, including the harm none law. A lot of witches tend to write as if every witch should follow the harm none and every witch follows it, even though it is Wicca. So do keep that in mind. If that's something that kind of bothers you, you're probably not gonna love this book. Again, I did come from Wicca, so it doesn't really bother me, and I can easily just go, okay, that's not a concept I like, continue on. A lot of books tend to use divine as kind of the one or the two, and I'm very much the hard polytheist to think they're all different. But for a lot of people, they just do the two, and a lot of books just refer to it as the goddess and the god, which is fine, but that is definitely like a Wicca thing. So this is going to be kind of a quick, sweet, simple to the point review because, again, it's just kind of the style of this book. She doesn't spend a lot of time chit-chatting about a lot of different things. It's just kind of a brief of different ways to incorporate this stuff. Now, since I've been a witch for practically 13 years, I'm just a couple months shy of the 13th year, I do this stuff all the time. This was nothing revolutionary, but I think if I would have had this book maybe 5 years into my practice, this would have been a great resource to have. I don't even think it would have been published by that point, but regardless, it's a great resource. But those of us who've been practicing for a while, you've probably already been doing this stuff, so I don't know how much you're gonna get out of it, but it's nice to always get some ideas and little things that you're like, oh, I haven't really thought of that. So if you're looking for that kind of just simple, everyday little witchcraft things to do, definitely a great resource. And similar with Goddesses in the Details, she does have other authors come in and write just a few ending chapter things, which I think is nice so you can get a little bit of a different perspective. I don't know if she does that with all of her books, but the two that I have read, she does that for. So Goddesses in the Details had it, and The Witch's Broom definitely had it. That was the one I've read more recently. And I've been flipping through because I've been working on mine. Not that you can tell, but it is in pencil now. I'm gonna do the burning of it either tonight or tomorrow because it is the full moon as of recording this. So, well, it is tomorrow's the full moon, so I'm gonna be starting on that. But naturally I was flipping through that book, so I saw that they had more of the authors in there, but I think she had it in Goddesses in the Details as well. So anyways, that is going to be it for this book review. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Do make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I post every single day, and if you want even more content, I do have a Patreon. I post there pretty often as well, Night Willow Crafts. Again, same title as here. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.